Hey, what's good, everyone? Coach Steady out here. Excited to be out here today. I hope you guys are ready and I hope you can hear me. Please uh, type out in the comment section, put it out in the box. Let me know where you guys are joining in from, what city. And do me a favor as you come on board to this powerful live, please share and invite people because we're going to have a great time. So do the needful. Make sure you share, you invite, and bring in people to be part of our conversation. Let me know if you can see me clear. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, what city are you guys coming in from? Where are you joining in from? Let's do that. Let's do that. So, let me know where you guys are coming in from. I want to know where you guys are coming in from. Let me know where you guys are coming in from, where you joining in from. If you can hear me, let me know. And when you join in, please just invite and um, in the space. So let me just do my invite on the other side so that we can bring in people to be part of our conversation. So let's do this. I'm just gonna do some invites so that we can have people be part. So type your name, your city, and where you guys are joining in from. Let me do my shares. Let me do my shares. I hope you guys are ready, and I hope you can hear me. Please. What city, what country are you joining in from? I want to know what city, what country are you guys joining in from? Let's do this. Let's do this. And Happy New Year. How's 2026 going so far? How's 2026 going so far? How are we going with 2026? Are you meeting your goals? Are you crushing your goals? Type it out there. If you're crushing your goals and you're already on your goals, I want to know. Type it out there. So I'm just doing my quick invites. I'm just doing my quick invites and shares. Do the same. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Do the same. Invite out people so that we can impact as many people as possible. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm just inviting out there so we can have people be part of our conversation today. So today we're going to be talking about something that's very interesting, and you are ready. And if you're watching out there, it means that you're passionate and you're from how your 2020 looks like. So let's make it happen. So today we're talking about something that's very interesting, and I hope and trust that you are ready for what we are talking about today, because it's something that I know will transform your life and the things that you do and what you're passionate about. Why most people fail their goals before February. So everybody's excited. Everybody has set out the goals. Everybody has put in the things that they want to do for 2026. But by the time we're hitting next month, a lot of people's morale, a lot of people's passion is coming down. So I want us to prepare for 2026 like never before. And it doesn't matter what 2025 has looked like. It doesn't matter what 2024 has looked like, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020. It doesn't matter what the last 5 years have looked like, but you have an opportunity to be able to transform what 2026 is going to look like. Like I said yesterday, some of us don't have plan B. The only plan we have is the plan A to succeed and make our lives happen. And I said it yesterday in my post. Some of us didn't show up in the streets of this life with an inheritance, it means that we are the ones that are building. So when you understand that you don't have any other options but to make it happen, you go after your dreams, how you go after your goals really begins to change. You don't show up like everybody else, you show up differently. So if you're stepping out into 2026, you're stepping out with a different focus because you are not infatuated about your goals and your dreams. You are for real. So you're not infatuated. You are going to kill it. You are going out to make it happen. You are going out to make sure that whatever it's gonna take, it's gonna happen. So you are not trying to see if it's gonna work out. You are intentionally showing up for the year. Is that good? Is that good? I hope this is making sense, and I hope you are fully understanding what I'm trying to say. You're showing up to make it happen. You are intentional about your goals, you're intentional about your dreams, you're intentional about your plans. If you're just joining in, please type out in the comment sections. Let me know what city, what country you're joining in from. I want to know. Put it out there in the comment sections. I want to see where you guys joining in from. What city, what country? I want to know. Share all of those things. I want to know where you guys joining in from. What city, what country? Let's share and put it out there. So I hope this is making sense. So we're gonna go straight into some of the key things that we are looking at, some of our key lessons, and what we are having conversations around, and what we're dealing with. So, if you are ready for your goals, how many of you have set your goals? If you're one of those who've set your goals, type out one. If you've set your goals for 2026, type out one in the comment sections. If you've set out your goals, type out one. If you've set goals for 2026, type one in the comment sections quickly. If you've set goals for 2026, type out one. Quickly, guys, quickly. If you have set your goals for 2026, I want you to type out one in the comment sections. Quick. Let's make it happen, guys. Your goals. Put it out in the comment sections. Put it out in the comments. If you've set your goals for the year, quickly, just type one in the comment section. Quickly, I'm waiting for those comments. If you've set your goals for 2026, I want you to type it out there. Representing Kido Stanley, welcome. Thank you for joining in. If you've set your goals, so everyone that is watching me doesn't have, you guys haven't set out your goals. Come on, guys, type it out one. If you've set out your goals, type one. If you've set out your goals, I want to know that. So we're gonna go straight to our conversation. And if you're one of those that have set the goals and you want to know why most people's goals fail, their goals before Feb, is point number one: motivation is seasonal, systems are permanent. Motivational is seasonal, systems are permanent. So when the year is starting out, most people are really excited. They're in the motivational space, they're in the motivational mood. So it means your motivation is high. You are so excited stepping into a brand new year. Maybe you went to church, you did a lot of declarations. This is going to be your year, and you put in all those things. But as you hit the first week, the second week, the third week, the year starts to look tricky to you, and you're beginning to think, is this the year that I thought was going to be different? Here's the challenge: is you stepped into seasonal motivation, but you didn't have systems that were permanent. Motivation depends on your emotions. Systems depends on structures. Systems depend on structure. One of my clients, and just helping them crush their goals. Look, if you're going to say you're going to get this amount of money for the year, those are your goals that you've set out. Now, let's trickle down those goals. What do the systems look like? What are the things that you're going to do? Because why do you have so much high motivation, but You are high on your emotions, but you don't have systems that really back and speak for those emotions and that excitement that you have. And I said it yesterday. If your goals do not demand sleep from you, it means you're just infatuated about your goals. It looks fancy to say, I have goals. It looks fancy to say, oh, look, I have set out all these beautiful goals, and you carry them, you have a notebook, you have a diary that you're carrying around, and you're really excited, and you're telling everybody about the goals that you've really set out. So you are fully excited. You are fully excited about your year, but all you have is excitement and motivation that is engraved in emotions, but there's no structure. There's no structure. There's no structure. So you've got the emotions, you've got the excitement, but there's no structure. Hey, Mrs. S, good to have you. Beverly, good to have you. Thank you for joining in. So you have all these big dreams, you have all these big goals, but there's no structure that you're putting in what you're doing. So you are high on your emotions, but there's nothing that is backing the things that you're planning to do. Number two, point number two, things change. Please pay attention to these. Pay attention to these. Feelings change daily. Systems stay consistent. So your feelings will change every day, like weathers will change season in, season out. But your systems must stay steady and consistent. They must stay steady, like my name. Be steady. So your feelings will change on a daily basis. So your feelings are going to change on a daily basis, but are you going to stay consistent to your systems? So when you have set out your systems, you're going to put it out. I was having an interesting conversation today, and somebody asked me a question, a very interesting question. And they said, are you a sunset person or a sunrise person? And they said, I know the answer. And I say to them, I know why you think you know the answer. And I was so correct. And I said, I am a sunset person and not a sunrise person. You thought I was a sunrise person because I wake up in the morning to go and run and stay fit. I don't wake up because I enjoy early morning. I wake up because I am committed to the goals that I've set. Come on, that's so good. I feel like I'm speaking to myself. So just because I wake up at 4 in the morning doesn't mean I'm a sunset person. It just means that I am committed to the goals that I've set to stay healthy. My health goals. I'm committed to, that's why I am doing what I'm supposed to do. So, and that's why I say feelings change. Because if you operate by your feelings, you will keep editing your goals. By the time we get to Feb, you have edited most of your goals because you're driven by your feelings. That's why your systems stay consistent. Point number 3, motivation fades when pressure increases. So there's going to be pressure. There's gonna be pressure. I wish I could tell you that you will not face any other pressures. I'm not good at, telling people stories and giving them cheesy lines. Motivation fades when pressure increases. There's gonna be pressure. So you will face pressure. You will face a lot of things that are gonna come your way. But what are you gonna do? How are you gonna show up? How are you gonna change the narrative? Because the pressure is going to come. There are no guarantees that you will not face any pressure. There are no guarantees that there won't be any pressure your way. And that's why your goals be what anchors you. Your goals must not have a plan B, because you're the one that has been designed and built to be able to change what your future really looks like. So there's no plan B for you. Then there's so motivation fades when pressure increases. Point number 4, systems create momentum even when energy is low. Now that's the power. I mean, that's the power of systems. So when I'm getting up in the morning, that's a system I've set for the morning. Not because I'm a sunrise person, it just means I'm committed to the systems that I've set around me that I must be up and about to do what I'm supposed to do. Systems create momentum even when the energy is low. So even when the energy is low, your systems will push you up. Your systems will speak to you. Your systems are going to challenge you to do the impossible. You got to be intentional about that. Point number 5. And all these points are coming from the point number 1. Motivational is season, systems are permanent. So we're speaking to systems. Point number 5. Long-term success is built on routines, not excitement. Long-term success is built on routines and not excitement. So you're not just going to be excited about all these things. Long-term success is built on routines and not excitement. What are the routines that you have set out for you to be able to achieve? So you have to understand, you gotta be intentional. You gotta do a lot of things that you have to do for you to get to the place you're supposed to be. So I'm gonna go straight into point number, goals without stops. So if your structure, they will definitely collapse under pressure. So your goals must be protected. And that's why I love my sessions. Today I did like a almost 3-hour session. And we are now, that's the work you gotta go in. And part of one of the things I'll say to you is that part of success is that you gotta learn to do the boring stuff, the things that you don't fully enjoy. So goals collapse without structure, under pressure. Point number 1, vague goals don't survive stress. This is why you can't just have goals where you're now, like, tell me, what are your goals for 2026 when it comes to your health? Be very intentional. How many times are you going to go to the gym? How many times are you going to walk? How many Ks are you going to walk? When it comes to your finances, how much money do you want to have in 2026? Because you're giving flesh to your goals and the things that you need to achieve. What are the habits you got to develop? So you can't just say, it's going to be a good year. Yeah, like how? Like how? Make it make sense. How is it going to be a good year? Make it make sense. How is it going to be a good year? Be very intentional about that and what you're going to do. Point number 2, pressure exposes poor planning. So when the pressure comes, everything will be exposed. Everything is everything is going to be exposed. So you got to be very intentional about what you do. Pressure will expose poor planning. It's the same when you're building a house. When it's rain season, we'll know whether you built your house to withstand the rain, or you'll be having floods. You'll be watching TV and your house is flooding because you didn't do a proper foundation, you didn't do a proper drainage system. So when the rain pours, that's when we know if what you built is solid enough to withstand the rain. It's the same with your life. What structure have you put up? Point number three, life interruptions require flexible systems. Your life will be interrupted. Life will happen. How flexible are your systems to adjust to be able to see what you can work around and still win? Life interruptions require flexible systems. Your life will be interrupted. There are no guarantees that you and I will not go through the fire. We'll go through the fire. So when you go through the most challenging things in your life, nishimwazala, navichoka kwe. I thought this was gonna be my year. Why, Lord? Why, God? I thought this was gonna life interruptions. I I can't tell you when I had a life where there were no interruptions. Life will throw interruptions. And those are the opportunities that God gives us to grow and to become better people, to sharpen us. How deep is your resilience in the face of difficult times? And this is why a lot of people, you keep starting. You keep lero mwayamba mairo mwafita lero mwayamba mairo na mufita mwavichokako mwakomboka mu life. You come and start in June or you come next year. So there's no compounding investments that you've been able to put in. Don't let the pressures of life deceive you that there's nothing that's happening in your life. Every season of your life, every year of your life contributes to your goals and your dreams. That's why every year we show up. I'm sure some of you look at us and says, vamene ava coach panoambira vikamba vamene hivi 15 years manje. Every year, the bad years, the good years, the crazy years, the COVID years, the load shedding years, everything has added to the dream that we are building and where we are going to. Now, it'll be too late for you to start the process when you want to join us when we've got into the promised land. And that's when you want to believe that it's going to happen. Because you quit every time you face pressure. We show up when it's painful. We show up when we're bleeding. We show up when there's no business, when there's no money. Nothing seemingly is making sense. We consistently are showing up to build and develop. You show up. You will never win in life if you show up when it's convenient. You will never win in life if you only show up when it's convenient, when you like how it looks like. It will not always look great, but you gotta show up and do the work that you must do and be very intentional about that. Ask Tyler Perry. Amazing story. All those plays you see, all the success you see that he's built, it's success that has been built over a period of the last over 10 years. He kept, can you imagine? You've spent time to write a script and for people to come and watch what you do, and nobody shows up at your movies to come and watch your movie and your production. So, what's that dream that you have? Point number 4, structure creates resilience. And we've spoken to that on resilience. Point number 4, clear plans reduce overwhelm. So when your plans are clear, you walk through life. When you know what you need to be doing, you walk and show up in life from a different perspective. How you show up, it's different. How you show up in life, it's different. So when your plans are clear, clarity is key. Be clear on what you want to do. You can't keep just tizano kalida. Be very clear on what you want. Even if there's no single coin in your pocket, be clear about your plans. That is what takes away the pressure from you. Be clear, be very clear about what you want to do, what are your plans, what you intend to build. Be very intentional about that. I'm going to close with point number 3. Your current results are a report card. Your current results are a report card. In that point, here are the key pointers that I want you to take away from this. Point number 1, results don't lie. They reveal patterns. And we always say that. Your results reveal your patterns. Whether you're putting in the best or the best, the outcome has behind it. Lack of results usually means lack of planning. So when you're not getting the results you desire, it means you've not been planning. 4, self-honesty is required for growth. You gotta be honest with yourself. Don't tell yourself the lies. Don't chaff, don't flatter yourself. Be honest with yourself. Stretch yourself. Reflection creates corrections. Do all those self-reflection so you can course correct, so you know where you're headed to. Be very honest. Have tough, honest conversations with yourself. If you're going to create success and become successful, you need to be very intentional about what you do and the conversations that you're going to have. So what are you going to do differently? What are you going to do differently? It's entirely up to you. To win or lose, the ball is in your court. Yes, Beverly, I'm happy to hear that. The ball is in your court to run with it, be honest, and do what you're supposed to do. All right, guys. Hopefully, I can next couple of days to encourage you, push you, and see how we can help you achieve your goals and your dreams. Thank you for being on this broadcast. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon. I gotta go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. My goal was to be here for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna keep my time. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening, morning, afternoon, depending on which part of the world you're joining in from, guys. Thank you so much.